Good afternoon. This is StoleYaSweetroll coming to you with a build and chill live stream. A little late today. As I promised 1 p.m., but we're a little running a bit late today. So, there in the stream, drop a comment in the live chat and let me know how you're doing, and we'll go ahead and get started. Hanging out at my stilt house that we built a couple weeks ago. Still empty and abandoned, pretty much. But thinking today we'll cover a few furnishings and maybe even make an outdoor shower to go down here underneath the stilt house. I haven't quite figured out where I'm going to put it yet, if I'm going to build it. But, you know, I'll figure it out when we get there, right? Let's see. I wonder... I guess, okay, this wall goes over this way. Okay. Alright, I got an idea for it. We'll see how it goes. Let me test around some things with some floors. And let's see. This goes in here. So yes. Yes. And no. Probably need to repair this. Make these barn walls. I'm getting off to a slow start today with the live chat. Not many people with us today. It's kind of interesting. Oh, it was just myself and one other person who is to remain still silent. But anyways, let's see. I'll figure out where everything's gonna go, and we'll figure this all out from there. Oh, that's right. This needs to be repaired as well, and replaced to barn wall before this will snap in. Yeah, it would be pretty cool to have a garage underneath, that's for sure, Anthony. How are you doing today? Alright, let's see. I'm a bit under the weather today. I'm going to have to mute for one moment because I'm about to cough real bad. So, let's see here. The idea that I've got. I've started building like an outdoor shower yesterday on a different camp, and I like the way it looked. I'm not going to be able to use it on, say, the inside of this camp because of the way the floors are, unless I build something underneath the bathroom. Let me check something here. See how this is going to look. I don't know how this is going to come together just yet. But I do know I got to work on a doorway. That's going to be a nightmare. I'm going to see if I can work this all out. Let's see, stored. And there were a few requests made in my last video and things that should go over today. So I have plans to build this bathroom, show how to stack paintings on the floor to make it look like they're just sitting there. There's multiple ways to do it. So depending on the application you want to go with it, you know, there's a lot of different ways we can do that. Alright, let's see. Let's see if I can go all the way forward with these floors. Get them underneath the stairs up front, maybe? Intersecting object. Would that be the stairs? I could have sworn I could snap these through stairs, no problem. Oh, wait. You know, maybe it's... Well, no, it's not the wall. Or maybe it is the wall. It's always so weird in this game with the collision. There's... Well, if that wall was colliding, then would this one be too? I don't know. We'll see. So let's see if I can just go in now. It still has the intersecting object, so I don't I can't take the stairs out because I've already got them floating there. If I remove the stairs, then it's going to be a fight to get them back in. So I don't know if this is going to work. Okay, so I have to stop there with the foundations. That's going to look a little weird. Oh well. There's always a problem with when you're adding in these ideas post-build, after you've already built everything. Sometimes you get a few wrenches thrown in your plan and it all falls apart. Let's see. It should be okay. It doesn't look spectacular, but it'll do. It'll do. So, the next thing I gotta work out, I gotta figure out get the shower in here, and how far do I want to go with this wall on the outside? Because let's see. I mean, does that look all right? I don't know. I think it kind of detracts from the look. I might have to find a new place for it because I'm not. Oh my god! I can't believe I did that. That was. Okay. I just messed up, but that's okay. So, alright, let's see if I can fix this. What's up, Yukon? How you doing? Yeah, indeed. Happy Halloween today. We had to go out and do our Halloween festivities yesterday because our town is a bit conservative, and I guess the Bible thumpers in town were like, we're not going to have you celebrating the Devil's Day on the Lord's Day. So we had to trick-or-treat on Saturday because, well, we didn't want anybody out trick-or-treating on Sunday. So, well, here we are. I'm home tonight, but I'm sure there's a lot of y'all that are going to be out doing things this evening. That might be why the turnout's so slow today. Could have a lot of people getting ready to go out with their kids. Could be going out to a party tonight. So, yeah, slow stream for sure as far as viewership. But, here we are. Got to cough again, I'm sorry. Goodness gracious. My apologies. Okay. So, let's try to fix the mistake I just made. I'm going to burn this out. Getting drunk and making bad decisions. Indeed. Hopefully, those decisions don't come home to roost in about 10 months for some people. Oh. Which, you know, if I could do some math for my oldest child, it lines up to Halloween of 2005. Or not 2005. I don't know why I said 2005. Halloween of 2009. So, anyways. Alright, so this is going to be an issue. So I got the chimney in right here. I can't get a catwalk in to snap a wall off of. So I may have just ruined this build. So we're just going to... we're just going to pretend there's no stilt here. Forget it. It's fine. I'm going to delete this out. No, don't delete that one. Okay. So I'm going to tuck the shower right here in this little nook, if possible. Yep, pitcher stacks, indeed. That is definitely on the agenda. Which I might abandon this for a minute to do that, because this one's going to be a bit involved trying to get this this shower built down here. And I don't know how well it's going to turn out, if it's going to turn out at all. So we'll give it a shot. This whole idea might be a bust on the shower. But I could just build a, you know, I'm going to build a little room for the shower instead of building it underneath the house. Because I think with the whole build order nonsense and things having to have support and this needs to go there and that and all that whatnot that I didn't plan for ahead with this build, that probably might not be possible at this point, at this late stage in this build, to get a shower under here. So, Let's do the painting stacks. There's like 400 bajillion ways to do it. I'm gonna build a mock room out here to this side, and we're just gonna make some painting stacks right now. So there's a couple ways to do it. Now there's in the Halloween build. Actually, the Atomic Shop shower is part of the process for that outdoor shower idea I've got. But you know, I can't I can't be simple about it for whatever reason. I gotta be me about it and make it some sort of merged nightmare. All right, so let's build ourselves a little fake room here. There's those glass walls here just for the fun of it. I don't know, and throw some log walls over here, and we'll have a carpet in here. We'll carpet it. Why not? Oh, quit jumping. One moment. Oh, I think I'm getting sick again. That's nice. Okay, so there's a couple ways you can do it. What's up, Tristan? How you doing? There's a couple ways we can go about doing painting stacks. The easiest way that you can go about it is you can just start off with I'm almost out of wood. Holy cow. Ha. Okay. So you can start off with does that really take how much wood to build? Fudge. Okay, let me check my perks. Make sure I got contractor on, which I did not have on. Go figure. Okay, take demo expert off. Contractor on. Let's put woodchucker on real quick and make a quick wood run. Lovely. Off to a great start. Bye-bye, four-leaf clover. Hello, woodchucker. Alright, so let's go up to Sylvie and Sons. It should be right here. Let's go get some wood. Let's go get some wood. What's up, Brad Wolf? How are you this evening? No, I'm a little bit late today. Man. So we're about to get going with that painting stack, and man, I'm out of materials. Go figure. As much as I break my camps and that, I waste so many materials when I build. It's unreal. I'm always breaking things, having to repair them, and next thing you know, I've spent through thousands of wood and steel and you name it. But I know a few good spots. Oh, let's take care of some of the locals here. All right, let's start looting these wood stacks. I wonder if that world radio is coming over the stream. I mean, usually they're muted, but man, I've had like nightmares with monetization on my last few streams. The one I did right before Halloween, I got demonetized because I went to the Atom Shop, and the Atom Shop music, which has never given me issues, actually procced a copyright claim, and I lost all the monetization to that live stream. It was unreal, and sadly that live stream didn't have any super chats, so that day didn't make any money for my channel at all. Go figure. Let's see. All right, so that is all the log piles here. Let's make a jump down to Helvetia. Get the log piles there. Yep, couple good spots we can go to. Quite a few good spots we can go to for wood. Hopefully these 2 stops will be enough. No, I could go up to the lumber mill too, but we'll have that in reserves just in case this isn't enough. I hear you, Tristan. Yeah, it's weird, like, and it's odd. Now I'm not sure if the marine armor clipping through this coat shows up this way for other people. It might just be on my end. I've seen some visual glitches where it only affects the client side of things instead of showing up for the whole server. But anyways, get some more wood that I can waste in the next 20 minutes. Let's jump to the back. See if I can. No, I think that is everything's for right here. If I remember right, there's a spooky scorched. There you are. Hello. Oh, and you're a 3-star. Do I really want to get over encumbered by that? I'll get the right away deleted. Why not? Watch that be a 1. No, it's a 3-star. And we got garbage. Huzzah. Oh, well, at least it's worth a good amount of script. Okay. And caution, but maybe I can make it back to my camp. So we can continue building our painting stack. Do 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 do. Yeah, indeed. I had some pretty good look. I had some pretty good luck the other day. When I was rolling on a fixer, I was on a mule and I didn't have a good weapon for her. And I messaged a friend and I was like, "Hey, can you build me a couple fixers so I can roll some of this script and cores that I've got?" So she built me 2 fixers, and I had maybe about 8 or 9 rolls worth of script, or not script, but materials for the legendary crafting. And on the first fixer that she made for me, I rolled it twice. And on the second roll, I got a quad faster fire rate, faster movement speed while aiming fixer. And I was like over the moon about it because it was like really, really good weapon. And it's like the primary for that character now. It's really good. So I had some pretty good luck the other day with the RNG, which is very rare for me. So, method 1 for stacking paintings. This one's really simple and straight to the fact. So basically, all you need to do is pick you a wall wherever you want to stack them, bring it down. And if you notice, as I'm aiming down with it, it's skewing a little bit, but it's still registering support to the wall. So you can take your paintings and you can start out, you put one flush but at the bottom, and then go to a different painting, kind of move over a little bit, point down a little bit on it, and there you go. There's another one down, and say you have one of these little posters down here. And that's stacked up, and as you can see, yeah, they're stacked on the wall. So that's one way to do it. And then another method is, say you can have, which actually it's the same method, but in a different fashion. You can go to, say we got this bookshelf on the wall here, and you wanted to have some paintings stacked on top of it, and you wanted them to look like they were stacked up. You take the bookshelf nice and close to the wall, and then once again, same method as we just did before. You can go over to your paintings and find some that you want to stack on the bookshelf. Like let's do these kitty cat. Let's do this kitty cat one, and we're gonna aim up with it and bring it down. As you can see, it kind of moved out away from the wall. So we're take it down like so, and then let's go down and find us another piece of wall decor to stack on here. Say, say we have a clock over here, just sitting on this shelf. Find a clock that I want. And this guy's pretty big. But anyways, let me just kind of stack that there and put this little wreath over here. It's just kind of stacked there. Oh, no, it's intersecting. Go figure. There we go. Alright. So that's another method. Now, the method that I used in the Halloween mansion, or not mansion, but the Halloween house, the haunted house. Let's go to our floor decor. So this one, it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. You can use, so what I've got this rustic room divider. Now, by itself, this thing doesn't offer, well, it does, sort of. But let me go up to the big paintings. It's, see, it says it's green, but it says it can't be snapped down because it needs support. Even though it looks like it should. It says it can, it looks like it can. It says there's no support. So what you gotta do is you gotta trick the system into thinking there's support. So you take the divider back to a wall. And what this will do is it'll trick the game into thinking that the painting has a wall to support it with. And then you can snap it down. But the painting doesn't snap to the wall. It snaps to the room divider. So you keep it by the wall, and then you stack up all the paintings that you want to stack on it. In whatever fashion you want. You just kind of aim it. And it's kind of tricky, some of them, getting them where they're not clipping through each other. So you got to just play around with it. And you can move them out a pretty good ways and still get them to register. Come on. Come on. There we go. And you can just stack them out. As you can see, they really look kind of disheveled. And then, you just move the divider in place wherever you want it to be in the room. And and you can take and build, just some random junk in front. Make it look like it's supported by, whatever. Like you just got some trash around. You get an old safe here. You're holding the paintings in from the front, so they're not going to just fall forward, or, whatever you want to do with it. Another method. This harkens back to the flat screens. And this is a method that I've done on another build. But you can take foot lockers or any other piece of floor decor, and you can build a nice large flat surface for the paintings to snap to. And if you build it up large enough, you can basically snap just about any painting you want to these guys. Let's go wall decor here. Like, let me get one of these really big ones. I think this one right here. Which I should have had another stack. So I stacked it up higher. I could have got this in here. But let's fix that. Floor decor, stash boxes. These store these stacks. We're gonna go 5 high with them. And this is you kind of got to have a lot of budget starting out with this one, because it does use a lot of assets to get going. But once you get it going, it's pretty easy to keep up. So let's see. Wall decor. Alright, so here we go. As you can see, it's registering that it's connected. So what you do is just kind of get it adjusted to where you want it. Kind of mess around with it. Come on. There we go. And it looks like it's probably going to be registered to that back stack over there on this corner. Hopefully it's registered to the bottom one, but it's probably registered to the top one. Yep. Okay, so once you figure out which one it's registered support to, then you go on a hunt for your camp module, because I have no idea where I left that thing. It'd be nice if there was like a beacon that would show up in your camp when you're building to point to where your camp module is. Ah, there it is. All the way over there. Okay, so let's bring this over here and just pop this up. And this adds an effect in that the other one doesn't. This will actually let you display the back side of the painting instead of the front in your stack. So, as you can see, we got this nice and flush. And it's all supported by this one footlocker, so we can actually move it around in our house by that footlocker and put it wherever we want it. So let's go ahead and we can scrap these guys now. Or I'm just going to store them for now, because why not? So with those stored, we can go over here, we can grab this footlocker, we can move our painting over to this wall. And we're going to use the wall to try to trick support into letting us stack more paintings on that painting. This can be tricky though, because sometimes it'll want to register to the wall instead of the painting. So he's got to pay attention and, you know, just take it slow and one piece at a time as you're stacking them up here. And just keep double checking, make sure that it's attaching to the painting instead of the wall after each one, because sometimes it'll attach to the wall instead of the stack of paintings, and then, you know, you'll think you have it looking all the way you want it, and you grab the footlocker and move it out, and then 2 paintings stayed behind. But yeah, let's put a little... I don't know what my obsession is with putting these trashed clocks in these stacks of paintings, but I'll throw this just throw this clock over here on top of the footlocker. Why not? Let's make sure it's snapped to. Yep, looking pretty good. And you know what? Let's just throw this this little paperweight Vault-Tec degree. Some good it's doing us. Throw it right here, and hopefully it is. Yep, once again, it is supported by the back painting in the stack. And then once you have it all stacked up and junky, you just grab the footlocker and move it to where you want it, and you are good to go. So that's a few different methods for stacking paintings. You can use that in your build. Make it look nice and junky. So that's a neat little trick. I'll probably do a quick tricks video on this topic in the near future. I was actually thinking about doing it this week, but got distracted with a lot of things. So I'll probably put out a video alone just about this one topic. Seems to be a popular request. So yeah, that's all the different ways that I use to stack paintings in my builds. Can you blueprint it and actually place it? I would wager no, because of the support stuff going on with it. Let's see. I mean, there might be a possibility that it might place down if you place it in the right place. But let's test this here. Let's see, paint test. Alright, so I've made a blueprint of this one. And let's see what happens. Alright, so right off the back it's telling me it needs support. Now I do wonder if I snap it down near a wall, will it work? That was one thing I wanted to check. Doesn't look like it. So that would be a no-go on the blueprinting from what I can tell. It's not wanting to go down anywhere. So I would assume it won't work, but you know, don't take me to the bank on that. There might be some way to get it to work, but as of right now, it doesn't look like it. So, yeah, that is that. That's the paintings. So, what I'm going to do here is let's build ourselves a mock bathroom. Now, this might be something that I use in the near future on a build that, say, on a rug. Probably, maybe not. It's like I said, it's hit or miss because here's the thing: when you build a blueprint for something, when you go to place it down, a lot of the times the game kind of checks to make sure everything's got support, and if it doesn't have support, it wants to see if it can have support. Like say, you know, the merged flooring trick where the floor flip, where you have the wall that's reversed, but right next to a floor. You know, in a build, they're supported, but they're not technically supported. So when you blueprint them and you build them down, when you've got a wall reversed to a floor, when you snap it down, the floor snaps around to support the wall. So with these paintings, you know, I don't know exactly if that would work with now this one might. This one might. There's a chance the room divider one might, because these paintings want to register support to the room divider. So let's test with this one, because this one might work. Now I know the Footlocker one didn't, and I don't know if putting it on a rug would make a difference. Now that could be something you guys could test and let me know. Yeah, I want to overwrite my blueprint. Paint test done. Okay, so let's check that blueprint here with the. Okay, so I've got green this time on the room divider one, but needs support when I go to snap it down, because once again, the game wants to check and make sure that the paintings have a valid point to register support to, and the room divider on its own is not a valid point. Yeah, so let's take it over here to a wall to double check. Then maybe we can trick it in this way to get it to place down, and then we can just move it into position where we want it. Okay, so this one does work this way. Take it to a wall and, you know, get it to trick support and make the paintings think that the wall's behind it, and you can get it to go down and move it wherever you want it. So that one works. Who knew? Who knew? So, yeah, this one is blueprintable if you take it to a wall first to get it to place down, and then you can move it around. Because, like I said, these paintings want to register support to a wall. But, yeah. Alright, so that's that. That works. Alright. Worked out pretty good. And now these guys, well, once again, these guys were supported by the wall, so they, of course, when I deleted out the cabinet under it, or whatever, it looks like they're floating. But anyways, let's take this floor, and I'm going to make a mock bathroom outside. So this is a thought that I had the other day when I was building, and trying to do something really neat with the not vaulted, but the clean shower, but I wanted to kind of make it look outdoorsy. And so what I had going on is, let me see, chairs. So this was a multi-step merge. There was a lot involved. So the idea for it was I wanted to have like wooden. I wanted it to look like an outdoor shower. Like say you went to a beach house or, you know, a lake house somewhere, and they had an outdoor shower for you to shower in. And usually those showers have, you know, wooden plank floors and, you know, whatnot. But anyways, so I was going through and I was looking through my build menu to see what I had. And there was a shower that I built a long time ago in one of my other camps. It was before they came out with the clean shower. And it utilized the smaller benches and the scorched brain or pickled brain jar. Let me find that one piece. And you could probably use this to the frog habitat, but then you're your shower would be croaking. So, but the pickled brain, and I made a drain with this guy right about here on the center chair, whatever. Let me hop inside and grab my mergy plate, and we're gonna merge up this little shower. And you could use this on an interior too. The finished product comes out looking pretty good, so I have to say it does look pretty good. So I might use this on an interior, or build another stilt house in the future, and then make sure I make plans to accommodate this underneath the house before I build the. You know, in the order for building, you'd have to have this pretty early on with a stilt house to make sure you make accommodations to build it. Okay, there we go. And nice and flush, and you see the cap of the mason jar makes a pretty convincing drain. So we keep this over here, and next thing I got to do is I've got to try to trick support for the shower to go to one of these other benches, preferably this one on the outside. So the next step, we go to the shower, which is under miscellaneous, and I was messing around with this and tooling around with this on a custom world, so it was a lot easier to trick the support where I wanted it. Let's see. Yeah, alright, so this thing's kind of fiddly. It wants to register support towards the middle. So I wonder if I can slide this out and kind of trick it over. Where it... Okay. So that's finicky. So let's get a rug out, and we're going to just bump the height. Let's see. It's much easier in custom worlds because you don't have all the support stuff, and you could just stack items on top of each other wherever you want them, and they'll register support to whatever's below them. Alright, let's move this back over, and I'm just going to try to bump it. See how it came up just a little bit? So that says to me that, hey, this is being supported by this bench right here. See? Alright, make sure we have this aligned nicely and neatly on here. Well, sounds like Jonah is having a good time. Fighting over something in there. Goodness. Oh, I had a good run on peacefulness. Alright, so we're going to just bump these guys over. Now that we have this supported by this bench, I can go ahead and get rid of this rug. I should have made sure that that rug wasn't still supporting the bench before scrapping it. But anyways, we're going to drop this down, and this is just going to cover up the bottom part of the shower. I'll just give it one more little bump up. Oh, don't grab that. I got to cough again. I'm sorry. Okay. We're going to move this over, and now we need to figure out where we're going to place it in the room. What I want to do is I want to just totally get rid of all the shower walls, but I want to keep the knob and the shower head on the interior side where they look accessible. So I need to move this around until I get it right where I need it, and we're going to test it out and make sure our walls go in, and we're going to wallpaper them. Okay, so that's not quite right, so let's just move it over a little more. We're almost there, and I did not check to make sure this was square. So let's see, and we've moved to the point now where it's saying, hey, I can't build it. So let me make sure it's square. We'll bring it back just a little bit and try to get the backside right. And I'll use the flamethrower, and we'll burn out the bench, and it'll make all of it disappear, and I should be able to snap the wall in no problem, overlapping with all this. You get the first piece into position, and it's a multi-step process for sure. Each little piece in where you need it. And let's see, is that going to be... Let's see, we'll test a wall over here on this side. It's not one to snap in. So let's go ahead and burn that and see what happens. I might be able to get it from right here. Let's move this over just a hair. Here we go. So we're going to try to burn out just the bench. Okay. Good deal. And we're going to take and we're going to just build in a wall. So first we'll test the wood walls out, make sure. Okay, see that's too deep. Too deep. So I got to bring it back over this way just a hair, and we got to get the wall alignment just right. Get it so that our faucets and everything are accessible and all that good stuff. Which, okay, that is too far. And let's test that. Now let's see how this looks with the wallpaper before I go any further with that. Because, okay, so we need to bring it in just like one more pixel, and we'll have it right where we need it. And this is always the tricky part, when you need to move something just a little bit and the game's like, no, we're not going to let you do that. It's going to shift back. So, okay, and now we're going to have to burn the bench again to get it in. And hopefully, it'll all look right. Alright, burned a little more than I wanted to, but that's okay. Alright, so, let's get our wall in. And we'll repair this. And it's crooked. But, I didn't want to test it with... I didn't want to do it with the wood walls. I wanted to do this with a standard wall. Go to the plain BOS wall. And I'm fairly certain when I slap a wallpaper on this, it's gonna... Yeah. So still got the knob here and the shower head, a little bit of the rail there. That's fine. And let's check the other side, see how that works out. No, I want to do the stone instead of that. So we'll get the stone in. Yeah, this will look pretty cool. Alright, so from here, the next step in this whole process of doing this bathroom in this crazy backwards way that I'm going to do it, the next step in this process, now that we've got these measurements worked out, is to get the benches in. And these guys, they don't like to play nice with each other. They wanna fight and fit and fuss. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna burn out the first. I don't know why I repaired. Well, I have to, yeah, burn out this bench right here, and then we go one at a time, getting all lined in, and then breaking them and repairing them, and breaking them and repairing them after we align them in. And thank you, Angel. Do appreciate that. I'm glad you're a fan. I'm glad I can help. I'm glad that you enjoy the content on my channel. Good to see you in live chat today. All right, so we're gonna scoot these guys over and just try to keep our spacing the same, make it look like it's all one uniform piece. But it's just kind of tricky to get it just right. I spent more time than I care to say trying to get these benches right when I was building this in Custom World, just like I said, tooling around with the idea. And I haven't utilized it in any real productive manner yet, but I figure this is just a prime candidate for a one-story house that's built on the ground instead of being up in the air like the stilt home. So that's where the idea of utilizing it as an outdoor shower came from, was, oh, well, you know, I can build it on the ground level and it would make sense if it's an outdoor shower. But, how many, was it 3 of these? Well, I'm about to find out. We'll get this lined up here. That looks pretty straight. We'll grab this to check. Yeah, okay, so three benches. As you can see when I pick this up, you can see all the little bits and pieces as it comes together. So, next step. My favorite part. We have to do a foundation merge. And these are always tricky. And they are also extremely frustrating because if you go too far, you have to start over. Because there is no way to go back up. Well, there might be, but I haven't quite figured that out. Sometimes they go up, and it's totally accidental. But yeah, this can be quite frustrating because if you go too far, there's no way that I know of yet to go back up with it. So you have to start over from the knowledge set that I have on this particular topic. But like I said, I don't know everything, so there could be a method out there that I'm not aware of yet to get it to go back up. And the hardest part is getting started, finding a good spot to get the foundation to jump and getting in a position to make it jump up. Okay, so right here it should jump up. And it's scary doing this because, like I said, if I go too far, then I'll have to start over. And I don't want to start over. And I'm having issues getting this started. But we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it going. We'll get it going. Somewhere, somehow. Alright, let's see. Maybe if I stand over here, maybe I can get it to go down. Okay, it went down a little bit. We'll just keep nudging it until we can get it down all the way where we want it. Okay, came a little more. And so you just want to keep bumping it. That was a really big step, so I need to be really careful now. So I'm getting closer to where it's going to be flush with the floor. And I don't want to go too far. I definitely don't want to go too far. So I just want to go small increments now. Like, oh, come on. I always get nervous. Like, if it goes too far, then I'm going to have issues here. Come on. Alright, one more. This is where it gets stressful. Just hop up one more time. Come on. Alright, alright. I'm not going to go any further than that. That looks pretty good. So, there we go. Alright, so we've got the benches flush with the ground here. And I can still access them to repair them. So, I'm just gonna... Oh my god. Son of a... Alright. That's cool. That's cool. See? Stuff happens. It's cool. It's cool. Okay. Breathe, StoleYaSweetroll. You'll be alright. We gotta start over. Alright. So, let's try to line this back up. Ugh. Ugh. You idiot. I thought it was broken, and I got in a hurry, and I double-X'd to repair it, and what I did was... Well, you guys saw, I grabbed it and I placed it down, and the rest, as they say, is history. Okay, so let's double check my measurements again, make sure everything's right. I don't want to mess all that up. You know, we'll use this guy to check. Why not? So let's just check with the wallpaper on, and yeah, no, let's smooth this out just a little bit. Just a little bit. And that set me back a little ways. Okay, come on. Just need to move it a little bit. Eli, hey buddy, I'm live streaming. Remember? Oh man, that's depressing. I had that all nice and it was going together so well, and then I messed it up. I spoiled it. Alright, let's see here. I'm just gonna... Oh, come on. You get it in just the right spot. So hard to move it just a little bit, because then it wants to jump. Let's see. Come on. It'll be really funny as I go through all of this and then so I went through all this and I go to a new server after I built my little bathroom and I got all my measurements perfect. And then I just need to move it a little bit. And that's the frustrating thing about this is I just need to move it in small increments. I don't know why I'm going for that pixel perfect merge, but I am. And it's sad because I had it right already, and then I just messed it up because I got in a rush and I didn't pay attention to what I was grabbing, what I was doing, and here we are. Alright, that's where I need it. At least on this end it is. This end might be a different story. Let's check that. Yeah, no. That's it's gotta come back some. Let's try to bring it back, but keep it in line with where I had it. Come on, just a little bit. So touchy, these things. You know, you want to... Okay, that's still looking good. And over here is... Let's check this side. Quit jumping. Okay, alright, so... Okay, let's do this process again, but not messes it up. And if it messes up, I'm just gonna just go jump in a river somewhere. Bet. Alright, so...
No, you won't. You
let's get this done, hopefully. Oh, man. Okay, so as you could probably, like... You know, that's not going to hit it. So, yeah. I think I died a little bit on the inside when I just grabbed that piece by mistake. Man, that sucked so bad. Alright, so let's see. We'll get this up here where it's going to hit. And we're just going to ignite that. Alright. I'll just burn them all. That works. Wait for that to get done. And then, we'll go ahead and just walk these over one at a time. And then do the whole song and dance over once more just to build a shower. And, yeah, it's a lot of effort. But I assure you, this looks pretty cool in the end. So let's just reactivate this guy. Man. Repair this guy. And see, where I went wrong was where this one was broken. I think when I looked at it when it was on the foundation back there before, it was invisible. So I thought it was broken. And then as I hovered over, I was like, okay, time to repair it. And then I just got in a hurry. And you can't do those things, especially when you're doing these multi-step merges. Don't get in a hurry. Don't get complacent and think that everything's good and ready to go. And or that it's behaving the way that you think it's behaving. Always double check, be triple sure before you do anything, because man, it sucks whenever you've rolled back 5 minutes of work, 10 minutes of work over one stupid mistake. So always, be aware and take your time. Do as I say, not as I do. Come on. Okay, that jumped up quite a bit. So, like I said, gotta be real careful and making sure that you only go in small increments. Especially when you get close to where you want your merge to be. Because like I said before, there's no going back on these foundation merges except to the start. So, man, it's frustrating. It's a frustrating process. It, is what it is, I guess. So I'm just going to work with it. And come on. Okay. This is going to jump. I got to make sure I'm real careful with the height that it's going to jump. So I'm just going at really small increments now, just trying to get it where I want it. If I get one more jump just like that one, it'll be right where I need it. So we're just going to go... All right. Oh, we're getting really close. I don't want to go super far. There we go. That's good enough. Okay, and this time I'm not gonna mess it up. I promise. So let's bring our bathroom back in, and we're gonna build some walls. All right. So what I'm gonna do on this one, I had an idea as I was chilling in bed this morning, just thinking about this. Why would I think about this in bed? Because I'm a loser. But anyways, the idea was to build upwards and kind of do a curved roof inside the bathroom. So let's see here. I think this is going to be an appropriate height. Give it a shot. So I'm going to go with a set of stairs. Oh, goodness, Jonah. That was loud. It was my ears, buddy. The stairs back down. No! Hey, buddy. What's up? All right, floors, walls.
No.
Store this. Oh, we're gonna. Oh, we need to go to a different wall because this wall will not break from support if I break it. All right, so let's get them stored. Goodness, Jonah. What's up, buddy?
Seat. Let's just scoot over.
No one wants to steal your seat.
Mm-hmm.
Move, mother. I want your seat. It will be mine, I assure you. Okay. So, that's in. Hey, what's up, Dale? I'm glad you liked this camp, and I'm glad you were able to build a similar version and you enjoy it. That's awesome. I'm glad to have offered inspiration. Appreciate that, bud. Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna build in this wall right here, and this would be a good candidate. This roof design that I'm gonna do in here. Check one thing real quick before I go further. I'll make sure, where's the top of the shower lineup? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, first off, I want to repair this guy. And this wall is really just a placeholder to get this roof in. So with that in, I'm just gonna snap off to this side of this roof and make it a flat. And we're gonna burn out this roof piece, which probably isn't wise right off the bat, because I think one thing I need to do... Oh, goodness, buddy. I need to get it detached from this piece. Alright, so detach that first, and then raise this back up. Activate this. Store it. Store it. Okay. So now I've got this little slanted roof piece in like so. So this this roof design in this bathroom would go good in a house that roof set up so that you have a place to hide this roof coming up through here. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in our intersecting roof piece that's going to go on that. It's going to snap right here. And as you see, when the two come together, we'll have this little bit of a, yeah, slope to it. I like this design. It's really nice. I like it. So, we're going to build in a wall here. Which wall is this? The contemporary set one here. Okay. So it doesn't really matter. Really just building up the interior of this. So however you want to utilize it in your camp, you can go for it that way. I've got a trick that, say if you wanted this to be log, I know I've got a trick to wallpaper log walls. So I'll tell you what, that's what we're going to do on one of these walls. We're going to make one of them a log wall, and I'm going to wallpaper it. So you guys can see that trick in play if it was something that you wanted to do in your build. Instead of having a contemporary wall on the outside, you can have log walls on the outside. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with two of these contemporary walls, or industrial, or barn, and you just build them up like so. And what this is going to do, this is going to give you two wall pieces that you can wallpaper. And we're going to do a wall merge where we have these two half walls merged inside of a log wall. Now, right off the bat, it's not going to look right. There's a couple extra steps here. So let's go ahead and burn these out. I gotta find a shelf. I can't read for some reason today. So I'll get this bookshelf here, go over to my stored, and pull out my flamethrower. We're gonna break these two half walls, and once we have those burned out, we're gonna build in a log, or actually we'll build in a contemporary wall. Temporarily. Temporary, contemporary. Temporary, contemporary. Wow, that's a bit of a... Alright, so temporary, contemporary wall. And we're going to repair the halves. And we're going to grab the window here. And what we're going to do, we're going to replace this window to the log doorway. Now, as you can see on the inside, you know, it's merged in, and you can't really see the wall itself. It's not really obtrusive. But on the outside, oof, not so much. So here's the trick to this. If you participated in last season, not this current season, but season before last, I think it was, you could have gotten these Brotherhood walls. And these guys, they're pretty thin. They're really thin walls. And you can take these, and you can actually tuck them inside of the log set, and you just have a little bit of clip through on some of the frame, but it's not, you know, really bad. It's not something that's gonna be a big detraction from the whole build. And then on the inside, you can take and you can put on any wallpaper you want. And as you can see, now that I've wallpapered it, it is, yeah, completely overlaps the log wall, and you have a wallpapered finish on the interior, while on the exterior you maintain the log finish. So that's a neat little trick to have log walls on the exterior and wallpaper on the interior of a build, however you want to do it. So, and right here we're going to keep this contemporary, and we're going to make that the stone. And at this point, I think I can go ahead and build a doorway coming into the room. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll use a double industrial, because that's got a thin wood frame. So double industrial it and slap some wallpaper on the inside. And we're going to go ahead and build a wall over here and slap some wallpaper on this. So as you see, we've got ourselves a little room coming together. And once I repair all this, let's go repair the roof, and we'll repair our bottom boards of a shower. And as you can see, we've got this wooden bottom to our shower. and the curtain and all that. All this is coming together, and yeah, I like it. It kind of adds a little extra flair to this clean shower that just isn't there with it in its vanilla state. The whole showering bits and all that good stuff. So still fully functional. I do wish they had a different curtain on it, but it's whatever. And as you see, our little faucet, or the knob for the faucet, is actually lined up really good. Actually lined up better the second time around than it was the first time. So I guess it's a good thing I made that mistake, because it legit looks like all these parts are just coming out of the wall. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then we got our little floorboards down here for the base of the shower. Nice and clean. So that looks really rad. I wanted to utilize that in this build to go down here. It's not impossible still yet to get it in here. I'd have to figure out where I want to put it. Like over here might go well, maybe. Let me see if I can squeeze in a floor right here. This might be a good place for it. Let me repair this. And which plane is that one on? Is that... Okay, that was over here. Is there an animation under the shower? I don't know. I don't know. I know, like if somebody were to come in and try to look, and it's really hard to like really even see it. I know my feet are probably clipping through the bottom and kind of sunk down a little bit. But as far as I know, this is, how, it works out like this. And I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so, anyways, the big question arises now is, can I get this under the house? I have an idea on where I want it to go. I just don't know how I'm going to go about getting it there. Let me go ahead and burn this and turn this back into a stilt. And I think I want it to go right here behind these stairs. So I'm going to try to get it to go in there. If I can just simply snap in the floor. Let's see, stored. Yeah, okay, it looks like I can just simply snap in the floor. Some things are giving me issues with bulldozing, but let me see here real quick. I might be able to get it to bulldoze with some confetti. Confetti is your friend. This stuff works out really well if you have some stubborn foliage around your camp. You can use it to bulldoze things that don't normally bulldoze for foundations, that poke through. So, and the best thing about confetti is I've got some guests outside. I just saw them walking by. This floor real quick. So yeah, then you can snap your floor in on top so you see the confetti's hidden. And that stubborn little bush is gone. So let me go kill these mole rats before they start wreaking havoc on things. I think that was all of them. Okay. Alright, so let's grab our shower that we just built over here. Spent all that time building this over here. And let's move this under the camp. Let's move this to the ground level here. God, I hope I can get this in there. Okay, so we're going to scrap all this out. Be mindful of what you're scrapping. Please fit, please fit, please fit, please fit. What are you intersecting with? If I could see better, I could see what it's intersecting with. I think it might be... Oh, Lord. What are you hitting? Are you hitting this? Let's adjust that. Hopefully it's not poking through the deck, because that would suck, and then I have to make some adjustments and whatnot. I think that... Okay, so it wasn't the... I think it's the stairs that are giving me all that grief. Interesting. Alright, okay. So, it's not quite the way I want it. I want it to go this way, but it's Alright, maybe it's not the stairs. It doesn't want to go this way either. It says it's intersecting on this end too. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's this confetti. Let's get rid of that. Fudge. Well, it's an outdoor shower. Maybe it hasn't been upkept and... No! We're not making excuses for it. Alright, let's fix this. Oh, goodness. So, I mean, there might be a way that I can just kind of bring this back a little bit. So we know what the problem is. We just have to figure out a solution. And you know, knowing is half the battle, so they say. Oh, come on. Bulldoze, would you? So chances are it's going to tell me I can't do this because, yeah, the confetti once again. So, is there a way I can... Oh, whatever. It's just the way it is, I guess. So let's just imagine for a minute that, you know, I wasn't a complete idiot. Okay, so we need to get walls on this side. So we're going to have to burn this out. And stored. I'll tell you what, we'll just keep it with the curtain because, you know, sometimes I've seen cases where outdoor showers were completely enclosed with like a room and whatnot, and you know, I could go that route with this. One thing at a time. Please go in. Please, pretty please. Don't make me have to call somebody for help because I have a feeling, a little gut feeling that this bench is stopping it from going in. And at this point, I don't know. Let me double check a few things. It could be a myriad of issues why it's not going in. See, that's going in. So a half wall. What, I had it for a moment there. Okay. So, whatever the reason, it doesn't matter. Okay. So, right here, I could box this in. We could have another floor right here to go into the shower. And whether this looks good in the end or not, I don't know yet. Whether it'll look good or not. But, you know, we're giving it a shot. So, and as you can see, we got this a bit of a weird gap here between this this floor, or on this floor, this wall and this upper floor here, and this is going to be kind of tricky to get a wall in at height to blend that together. But we're going to go for it. We're going to just see if we can't get it to go in and make it look right. So burn that. Come on. Store that. Okay. Now. It's going to be tricky. I can't lie. This is going to be tricky. So what I need to do, I need to figure out a spot where I can get this to snap in. And... okay, and that's not going to let me... maybe. Okay, I got it raised up just a small bit. And it may be enough. Let's check our height here. Yes, this is going to work right here. This is a good height. Okay. So, that's still a barn wall. So let's just go ahead and we'll pull this out just for a moment. And for whatever reason, it's giving me issues. We'll just bring it all the way over here. I hope I'm not making a mistake. Let's take this up. And this over here. Come on. And we're just going to slide in this wall right here. We're going to burn that out too. And it went up naturally because there's so close to that floor up there. It's going to want to come back. It's going to want to snap up. That's okay. That's okay. It doesn't necessarily have to be snapped in there. We can snap it in over here. Lanthor, the build today is really all about furnishing today, and it started out with the painting stacks, and we're trying to build an outdoor shower for for my stone house. Things are going okay. Should door close themselves after a small time? It would be nice if they would, but that could raise issues with a few other things, like people who like building backwards doors, building them in reverse, so you can have French doors where one is in an open state and one's in a closed state, but they both appear closed. So then if doors snap back to a closed state after a certain period of time, then French doors would get ruined because one door would always be open. So it's kind of a mixed bag with that whole having doors always open or always closed situation there. All right. So the next thing we got to work out is am I going to box this in? I think I am going to box this in. So let me just build another wall right here. And what I'm going to do on one side of this is I'm going to use bookcases to fab up a bit of a fab up a wall on the inside, and then just have a curtain for a door, perhaps. I don't know yet. Or maybe just leave it open, like kind of like you're walking into a stall, sort of. I think that's going to be the course that I go with. Now in custom worlds, I would just build a door in, free floating, no big deal, and just fab up a half wall out of the bookcases, and why aren't you breaking? Thank you, and all that good stuff. But here we are in adventure mode where things are just oppressively restrictive. Oh wait. You know what? I'm gonna do it all the way around, and then I'll have the entryway over there where that barn wall is. That way you're coming from the lake and you just hang a right to go take a shower, and then you go on up in here and you go in the house, which, it's not salt water. Why would you shower after fresh water dipping? But then, it's a bit radiated. I don't know. Let's just throw logic out the window for a minute and pretend this is a beach house. Let's pretend we're living where we want to live and not where we actually live. Oh. Let's take this. I don't need to have this anymore. So let's pull that out. I should have saved that as a placeholder. Please go back in. After all that work, please go back in. Okay, good. Good. All right. Okay. So next, I need to figure out my wall situation up here. Why won't you snap in? You're giving me grief. You say you're intersecting, but you worked just a little bit ago. But now you're intersecting. So finicky. So let's just try it this way. We'll try to get it to go in, then we'll burn it out. And those noisy vertibots. Come on. Thank you. So, I wonder how it would look if I try to merge in. I wonder if I can pull this off, because this be a bit tricky. Do one of these guys in here, maybe, and then have the upper one, the BOS one, to kind of look like a vent. I don't know. So I'm thinking about, like, what's the exterior side gonna look like? Because I've got this log aesthetic going on, so maybe it would behoove me to build with the log set, but I'm blending it all together. I don't have a whole lot of options here. Definitely don't want to do glass. Well, let's just get it in there first off, and then we'll go from there. I think this one was okay. It snapped in no issue. So let's move this over here out of the way. And we'll go ahead and try to slide this back in its hole. Thank you for going in and not being a complete pain in my behind. Alright, and I can get that in. Now if I go with the log wall in the interior, I mean, it won't look horrible. I won't be able to wallpaper it unless I do the wallpaper trick. And that would involve pulling everything back out and then layering in another layer of walls, and a lot of mess. A lot of mess, to say the least. Now let's get that fixed there. And for the sake of my sanity, we'll just go ahead and repair it up as it is. And, Lord, wrong one. I was wanting to get this one over here on the side. There we go. I have to reburn that. No big deal. We're almost there. We're almost there. After we finish a shower up, I think we'll call it for the day. And I'm going to go work out dinner plans because it is almost 5 o'clock. So, yeah. And my fault for starting so late, and I apologize for that. So, let's see here. Let's get that in and repair this one. Okay. Yeah, that would be cool. Have like an auto close option where you can actually toggle it on or off. Definitely. I don't know if Bethesda would ever do that. It'd be nice if they would, though. It would be very nice if they would. All right. And we can tool around with our walls and finishes here in a moment as we're doing all this. Try to figure out what we want it to all to look like. But so far, as you can see, we got our. Okay, this is looking good. This is good. Now let me go to my shelves, and this is always my go-to for mock half walls. These bookcases. They tend to stack well. I think this might be a 3 bookcase type deal. Here, let's see. Let's go ahead and stack up 3 of these guys. And, I mean, it might be too tall, so then we make adjustments and go from there. Which, yeah, it's just a hair. Let me see here. Sometimes you can put the upper floor that's intersecting to a mesh floor. And we can kind of see what we're working with here in terms of how tall is it? Is it too tall? Is it just right? Which it looks like it's just right, to be honest with you, and the game was just being whiny about it. And yeah, that looks like it's the case. It looks like it's just the right height. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. So right here, we go over to our wall decor. It looks like just the right size opening for one of these guys. But this is the big but here, is getting it to go in because of the stuff above. Well, go figure. Well, I guess we'll just leave it be. But anyways, let's get our walls fixed. First things first, I'm gonna just see. I'll repair the shower, and let's just see how this looks with the log walls. By chance, yeah. So the log walls are kind of dodgy. Definitely want to have something wallpapered on the inside. So if that's the case, maybe maybe the BOS walls will look fine on this build, on the exterior. I mean, it's kind of got to, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. See how it comes together. Maybe, maybe we got glass on the upper half. No, that won't work out. Or maybe it will in some places. Let's see. Now the inside, now this could be an issue. See how it's kind of shimmering? Our wallpapers might be shimmery. Not exactly a fan of that. Yeah, so we've got seizure-inducing wallpapers. Lovely. Just don't stare too long. All right. So there we go. And then we figure out the exterior side. Thinking maybe the BOS walls. That's a thought. Now, I should have thought forward whenever I was adjusting that that upper wall. I would love to do the sliding curtain in the gap. The problem is getting the sliding curtain in the gap. Where I've got the ceiling height so low, and the wall, these floors right here, they're up. I might be able to get it in there, but that, okay, I have to shift up. If I could just place one in freestanding, that would just be nice. Now, if I go over to custom worlds, I could just build it just as it is. I could just place it in right here like this, and it'd be good to go. But adventure mode, that's not the case. I got to have something to snap it to, mainly a doorway. So I'd have to get a doorway in right here at this height, and I wouldn't be able to do it because these floors that I have above, I'd have to remove the floors above to get the wall to go in, to have the doorway to snap the curtain to. So a lot of this would have to be forward planning in your build. If you're going to have a stilt house and have the shower under here, you'd have to tear out a lot of stuff to get this curtain to go in, or any other curtain, because as you saw before, they're wanting to go up higher and the floors are in the way to keep them from going in. Let me see something here. Let me change this to the mesh. Change this to the mesh as well. See if I can just get... Okay, see this is the curtain rods are pretty high. They always want to sit a certain distance from the foundation. I could try lowering the foundation and getting one of these curtains to go in on a lowered foundation, but then that's always tricky. Always tricky with this game. You know, you gotta constantly try to break the rules of the system and go around your elbow to get to your behind, and it's always tricky. Do. So let's just wallpaper this real quick. And like I always say, forward planning goes a long way in these builds if you take the time to really plan it out and know what you're going to do before you do it. Because these afterthought modifications are really hard to pull off, because you got to tear out half your build, especially if it, you know, collides with everything else that's around. Okay, go figure that's not going to snap in on that. I wonder if I can trick in... what are you intersecting with? What? Are you intersecting with this? Oftentimes that's the case. No, you're not intersecting with that. You have nothing to intersect with. You have no reason to be... Well, yeah, it does have a reason to be a pain in the butt. Pretty sure there was a wall right here, wasn't there? At one time, but I burned it out. I can't even see the darn thing to repair it. Wait a minute. I had it. I saw the repair prompt. Oh, goodness. Over to the left just a little bit. Right, nope, I had it. So weird. Oh, that's just funny. Come on now. Let's go. Thought I had a hold of it just a second ago. Oh, there it goes. Right here. So we repair this. I think this is what we were colliding with just now, trying to pull this, No, it's not. What am I colliding with? What do you mean? There's an intersecting... Bah humbug. Come on. Really? What is your deal? What is your deal, game? Ugh, just can't make it happy sometimes. Oh well. It's fine. I didn't really need the stairs anyways. Whatevs. What's the matter, buddy? Did you get your headphone cable tangled up? Oh well. Whatevs. It's okay. It's okay. We'll just ride with it. It's fine. And really, this wall probably isn't even necessary anymore with this shower here. Because when it's broken out, you can't even see the post. It's just kind of pointless. I wonder. You go to the log and we'll break it real quick and see, if it looks different. What if we like the way this looks better? I don't know. We'll see. Let's just see what it looks like. Never hurts to try. Before I delete it out, we'll just... Oh! Broke a little more than I asked for. Didn't mean for that. No. No. That puts that right in the middle. Not cool. So let's get rid of it. We don't need it. Because, like I said, it was just redundant now that we got this here. So, we'll pull these guys out just a little bit to try to... Okay, I can't pull them out anymore because of the floors above. Let me try this. Just one last thing. Yeah, no, it's colliding with the lips. That's the interesting thing about these mesh floors above. You can merge through the middles of them, but once you get to the edges, it registers collision again. So if I try to go any further out, it just says, no, I can't do it. But anyways. So let's, I'm going to change this floor. I really like the new haunted house floor, the stone. That floor is really nice. It's quickly becoming my new favorite floor. Let's just, oops, go back. There we go. And we'll go to here and do the same on... We'll do the same on this one as well. Have a bit of like a stone landing right here. Oh, wrong thing. You dummy. Okay. That looks pretty good. And then this one is supporting the upper floor, so this one can't go. So I have to keep that. And we'll go ahead and delete these. These aren't necessary anymore. Make sure I grab my merging plate off of here before I get rid of it. And we'll get rid of that. And yeah, so we've got our outdoor shower right here. That looks alright. I mean, if I'd planned better for it, it would have worked better. But, you know, I didn't have any plan for this at first when I started the build, so... yeah, it didn't,
Huh? What's that weird looking shelf thing in the living room?
What do you... Oh, that's a dresser that I'm putting together for you guys. I got 2 of them to build today. Okay. Anyways.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, this is our outdoor shower. It's pretty nice. I like it. Came together pretty good. Yeah, and for an adventure mode build, this is alright. It's pretty good. Yeah, that for sure, Ghost. I mean, it is frustrating, and I like the relaxed restrictions in custom worlds, but I don't like the fact that custom worlds there's nobody to show my stuff to. Like, I don't there's a level of gratification that I think all of us get whenever we build a camp in a public world, and somebody comes by and they actually recognize the effort that you put into it, and they send you a nice message complimenting you on your build. And, you know, when you spent 15, 20, 30 hours on building a camp, depending on how far you go into it, at the end of the day, when somebody comes along and actually recognizes that effort and gives you a kudos for it, you know, it kind of makes it worth it. But now, it's like, oh, you can't share it. You can build it any way you want it. Yeah, but you gotta try to coerce people into coming over to your custom world and looking at your stuff and you know, it's not everybody has time for that. So it's kind of is what it is. You're over there by yourself, and you've got this masterpiece that you spent all this time on, and nobody to share it with. Oh, but they do have their uses. But it would just be nice to see that system come over to adventure mode. Personally, did why? Why is that wood? Do I have? How many layers did I? Oh my. I must have put in an extra layer here. No wonder it. No wonder it didn't want to snap in. Wow. So, well, I wonder real quick. Let's take this and we're gonna replace this to. How that looks. Let's go ahead and burn this out. Alright. So I had an extra wall piece over here. Go figure. Okay, and that looks kind of weird on the inside with that thick piece right there. Let's, make sure I get a hold of the right wall here, because that's always be an issue. That looks interesting. I don't know. Not a huge fan of it, but it's kind of neat. I kind of wish I went all the way up with that. Oh well. Oh well. It works. It works. It works out pretty good. So we'll go with that. We'll go with that. It's fine. Could use a little lighting, but hey, it is what it is. Okay. So we didn't really get a whole lot done today. We got that painting stack thing done in the beginning, and I'm gonna make a quick tricks video for that in the near future. So go back to the beginning if you missed it. By all means, after the stream's over, go check that out on how to do the painting stacks. And otherwise, just keep an eye out in the next week or two. I'll have a quick tricks video out on the painting stacks exclusively. So, yeah, if you want to catch up on that, go back after the stream and watch that. I'm going to finish burning things out, get this thing back into the state it was whenever I started out today, even though there's one piece that I deleted that I can't put back. Kind of a bummer. Kind of messed up something in this build, and in order to put the piece back, I have to rip the entire side of the house off. And do I really want to go through all that for one little post right here? I don't know if I'm about all that nonsense. Probably go insane if I have to rip the entire side of the house off just to put in one post. But yeah. Anyways, it was a slow start today, but it is getting late in the afternoon. I know there are some of you guys and gals maybe that have some things to do this afternoon, so I don't want to hold you up for sure. And I've got some things that I got to handle. I got to get dinner squared up. What we're going to do for dinner tonight? It's 5:10 p.m. Where I am, and dinner plans have to be made. I've got some other things that I have to attend to also. I've got 2 dressers to assemble for my children, and we did our trick-or-treating yesterday. As I explained at the beginning of the stream, the town I live in, they have an aversion to celebrating Halloween on a Sunday, so they made us celebrate it on a Saturday, which that's okay. I got our trick-or-treating done, had a blast, sort of. I mean, it was raining, and there wasn't a whole lot of houses handing out candy. And I ended up taking the kids to McDonald's after we hit the circuit. And then we're like, okay, the bags are still kind of empty. That's okay. We'll go to McDonald's, get some chicken nuggets. And then we'll go to the dollar store and I'll buy a lot of candy and, subsidize what you guys were lacking. So they got a good haul, mostly off of my dime. But they had a blast. I had a blast. The kids enjoyed being out in their costumes. Jonah sadly didn't get to go because he had a stomach virus, but that's just life. And I think that's probably part of my issue today is that's just no, we're not going to go into all that. But anyways, I do appreciate everybody who came out today. It's been a blast building. We've had a few hiccups, a few frustrations with the build system. Accidents happened. But in the end, I built my shower. I got a shower under my stilt house, and hopefully, I was able to offer some inspiration to you guys and gals as well on your builds. And I'm getting rid of that log piece because I just don't like it. But anyways, if you enjoyed what you saw, if you got any ounce of inspiration from it, if you got new ideas, if I may open a door to you that you didn't think was possible, let me know. Drop a comment, drop a like, share the video, subscribe if you haven't. You know, it's awesome. Helps out the channel. But anyways, I appreciate all of y'all. We just recently hit 3,000 subs. Honestly, when I started back in January, when I started making videos, I didn't know how far it would go. I honestly didn't know if I was going to succeed or fail. If I'd find a place of acceptance in the Fallout YouTube community, type thing going on. But you guys have really surprised me in that, and I appreciate everything. Sometimes I think everybody has their moments of depression in life, and you guys help out a lot. So once I appreciate every one of you. I really do. So, anyways, I'm not going to go through my entire past of everything. I just want everyone to know I appreciate you, appreciate all your support. So, until next time, this is StoleYaSweetroll signing off. I want you guys and gals to have a wonderful day. Have a safe Halloween tonight. For those of you who are going to go out and trick or treat and do things with your family, and those who are going out partying, be responsible. If you're going to drink, get somebody to drive. Call an Uber. I mean, you never know. Tonight can be dangerous for a lot of people. So hopefully I get to see everybody again safe and happy next Saturday. Hopefully we'll have a good video out this week. You guys check that out. Where did you get my name from? Well, when I was, I started out playing on 76 online. This is the first game that I ever played online with anybody. I was really reclusive for the most part with my gaming. I always played single player games. I didn't really, come out on my shell. So when I originally made my PSN, it was something super stupid, like just ridiculously stupid. And I got going on Fallout, and then I got tired of people not knowing my username. And my username was a mess. It was just an absolute mess. And I started thinking, I was like, well, what can I, do that's like Fallout related, that's, that people might get a chuckle from. And I was like, the whole meme with Skyrim and let me guess, someone stole your sweet roll kept playing in my mind. And I'm like, well, you know what? Fallout 3 when Butch steals your sweet roll. And I'm like, hey, stole your sweet roll is pretty cool. Let me just see if anybody's got that username. So I typed in stole your sweet roll on PSN, and it was taken. And then I was like, well, what about stole ya? Or it wasn't that it was taken. It was too many characters. So I was like, well, what about StoleYaSweetroll? So I put that in, and I was like, it's like, hey, you can do that. So it's like, all right, cool. That's my username. That's what I'm going with, StoleYaSweetroll. And it's just kind of stuck. I've liked it, and people, it just kind of, yeah. Yeah, that's the story behind my username. It just kind of happened that way, Just started thinking about it, and just needed a better username because I got tired of people messing up my name. It was a hot mess at the beginning. But anyways, yeah. So once you guys and gals all, be safe tonight. Take care of each other. Take care of your family. Do what you need to do. If you're going out partying, be responsible. That's all I have to say about that. So I hope everybody goes out and has fun, gets home safe. And I'll see you guys again later on this week. So until next time, this is StoleYaSweetroll signing off. I want you guys and gals to have a wonderful day, a happy Halloween, and happy building.